Pit bull is a term used in the United States for a type of dog descended from bulldogs and terriers, while in other countries such as the United Kingdom the term is used as an abbreviation of the American Pit Bull Terrier breed. The American Pit Bull Terrier is a versatile breed. It combines the seemingly incongruous, fighting qualities and poise, wisdom and childish playfulness. Pit bull is loyal to his master and never demonstrates his superiority over him. The breed has established itself as an ideal guard for humans. Its representatives look harsh. The first thing that catches your eye is the unusual shape of the head, wide cheekbones, a strong bullish neck, wide chest and well-developed muscles. Public opinion in different countries has developed not in favor of the pit bull. He is considered aggressive and he sometimes causes fear in others by his appearance. In fact, the character of this dog is calm and friendly. Aggressiveness can develop only after a long stay in a small confined space. Highlights: an active temperament and phenomenal endurance are the calling cards of a pit bull. Playing with a port, running and other similar entertainments does not tire him at all. Physical activity has a positive effect not only on the development of the dog but also becomes the key to its mental health. Pete needs constant attention from the owner. If you are a busy person, constantly immersed in work, then a dog of this breed will not suit you. The socialization of an animal is an important component of its upbringing. You should develop communicative qualities in it from an early age. Without this, it will be difficult to overcome the natural stubbornness of the pit bull terrier. It can become difficult to control, which, combined with strength, is not good. American pit bulls can be aggressive towards other dogs. To avoid excesses, walk your pet on a leash. Having got involved in a fight, it is difficult for a pit bull terrier to stop, and he fights to the end. Socialization, although it will not negate this aggressiveness, will help to manage the emotions of the fighting dog. The legislation of many states, in particular the European Union, prohibits the breeding of this breed. In some countries it is regarded as a cold weapon. When traveling with a pit bull, make sure to check to make sure that it is not persona non grata where you are going. Pit bull terriers love to chew. To prevent the furniture in the house from being damaged, buy sturdy toys for your pet, and the more, the better. The fighting spirit of this American must be constantly reined in, so its owner must be a person with a strong character in order to be able to train the dog and further maintain discipline in it. However, you should not go too far either. Excessive rigidity can only harm. History of the pit bull breed. The word American in the breed's name gives the mistaken impression that the pit bull terrier was born in the United States. In fact, the first pit bulls came to the Western Hemisphere from Britain. Their appearance was the result of crossing an Old English Terrier and an Old English Bulldog. The breeders of that time set themselves the task of combining in the new dog the speed, fearlessness, and strength of the former and the athleticism of the latter. As you can see, they did it very well. In Foggy Albion, pit bulls were used in dog fights, set on bears and bulls. In 1835, when laws on the protection of animals began to appear, these four-legged fighters with bulls and bears were no longer clashed with their heads. Since dog fights were not directly prohibited by law, besides, they were cheaper, the breed de facto remained widely involved in them. Animal advocates considered such competitions openly barbaric, a mockery of our smaller brothers. However, one cannot but admit the fact that, in addition to a good income for the organizers, these fights gave a lot to the breed itself, revealing its best representatives. The practice of illegal dog fighting continues to this day. It is regrettable that, according to information from human rights organizations, the criminal world uses the unique advantages of the breed. Pit bulls are used in drug trafficking, in confrontation with the police, and as fighting dogs. Poor animals, devoted to their masters, of course, do not even suspect in what dark deeds they have to participate. And although they are not guilty of anything, a dog cannot, as a person, think and deliberately leave the owner criminal. Such activity has earned the breed a bad reputation. In an attempt to get rid of it, the San Francisco Animal Welfare Society, USA, renamed the American Pit Bull Terrier St. Francis Terriers. The organization set a task to distribute dogs to individuals. After 60 individuals found a new family, the resettlement program was curtailed. The reason was that several pit bulls were killed at the place of residence of domestic cats. The new name, New Yorkies, was given to the breed in the New York Center for Animal Care and Control, which also decided to distribute pit bulls to families. But after negative responses, the program was curtailed without even starting. Many countries around the world, France, Sweden, Spain, Singapore, Australia, Germany, Ecuador, US associated Puerto Rico, Malaysia, Portugal, Denmark, New Zealand, Norway, Romania, Switzerland, and Poland, have passed laws regulating breed control. In some states it is completely banned, in others the ability to own a pit bull terrier is strictly limited. So, this breed along with 3 others is banned in the UK. Pit bulls are persona non grata in some American states. Pitbull. Breed description. The pit bull is not actually a dog breed. Today this term is called American Pit Bull Terrier, Bull Terrier, American Staffordshire Terrier, Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Pit bulls are medium-sized dogs with an average weight of 25 kilograms, strong constitution with well-developed muscles. They have a very wide chest and a massive neck. The dog's jaws are very powerful. Both pairs of limbs are also quite powerful. Smooth tail of medium size, tapering towards the end. Pit bulls have an undeserved reputation as an aggressive fighting dog. Because of this, dogs of this breed are prohibited by law in many countries. However, this judgment is challenged by many breeders of this breed. The characteristics of the pit bull breed allow, with proper education, to get an obedient and reliable watchdog. Pit bulls are distinguished by their agility, speed and excellent keen sense of smell. That is why dogs are used in the service of special bodies. So, pit bulls do an excellent job in the search for drugs and explosives. Interesting fact, proper socialization and training make a pit bull an indispensable companion for the family, in particular a nanny for a child. The main thing is that in the family he takes his rightful place. For this, the dogs treat their owners with respect and love. Pit bull is a loyal pet, which, if necessary, will protect the owner to the last. It is easy to teach him commands. Having passed through the hands of a skilled trainer, a pit bull will never be aggressive towards members of the family in which it lives. The American Pit Bull Terrier breed is different. Strong fighting spirit, high gambling, an irresistible desire to be always the first, stability, stubbornness. Popular colors of pit bulls. The pit bull breed is represented by 8 loci, while the pigmentation of the coat can be very diverse: white spots, black opals, tiger stripes. Pit bull pigmentation is conventionally divided into the following types: solid, brown, red, fawn, black, brown and white, tiger, brindle white, black brindle, chocolate brindle with white markings, light chocolate colors, spotted, white with red, gray, black and chocolate markings. The most common color of pit bulls is red. The main colors of the breed are also black, blue and chocolate. Pit bull puppies are usually born tanned and have a dark mark, stripe, on their back. As it grows, the tan gradually disappears. The undersigns are also of different types. In some individuals, it is so blackened that it is almost impossible to make out it. Due to the extensive opal, the dog may look like a black-backed one. The saturation of the tan of pit bulls is varied, from brick, with similar Dobermans are born, to white. Moreover, its brightness depends on another locus. There are pit bulls, on the tan of which brindles appear to match the main color. Such dogs are called brindle. Today you can meet a pit bull with any color, except merle. This color is prohibited in the breed, since the presence of merle alleles can provoke the development of numerous diseases in an individual. The nature and habits of pit bulls. Pit bulls are characterized as aggressive and dangerous to the surrounding dogs. The breeders are to blame because they specially bred this breed for dog fights. In fact, cases of aggression on the part of dogs of this breed are extremely rare. As well as among individuals of other breeds, exceptions come across. The nature of the pit bull depends largely on the dog handler. A dog that has passed the necessary course of socialization and training will become the best friend of the owner and nanny for the children. She will gladly meet her master from work. On a walk with children, he will make a cheerful company. At home he will become a gentle and kind member of the family. Tradition or rather a friend cannot be found. In case of urgent need, the pit bull will defend its owner and will stand to the end. Fun fact, pit bulls are great tree climbers, which is why they are often called a climbing dog. They show perseverance in the game. The favorite pastime of the dog is the search for things hidden by the owner. The dog usually copes with the task quickly. Pit bulls, as a rule, never attack first. Before they pounce on an opponent, they give a sign, muscles tighten and growl is emitted. Dogs of this breed are distinguished by their burning temperament. Their movements are confident and purposeful. Pit bull always keeps posture and with all his appearance makes it clear that he is ready for decisive action. Rumors that pit bulls are stupid are unfounded. In intelligence they, of course, are inferior to Labradors, but in nothing more stupid than a number of other breeds. Pit bull is an intelligent, very hardy, self-confident, brave fighter. One dog hides a reliable affectionate friend and fearless guard. Interesting facts about pit bulls. Facts that speak for themselves. Pit bulls are recommended only for people with a lot of free time. In order to eliminate stubbornness and aggression, features that are inherent in this breed of dogs by nature, it is necessary to educate, socialize, and train it from an early age. When going for a walk with your pet, you must constantly keep it on a leash. And when going out into a public place, wear a muzzle, since there is a very high probability that the dog can start a fight with any other dog it meets on the way. If a pit bull terrier at a puppy age is not raised properly, then instead of the expected protector and friend, you will have an aggressive pet. There are a number of countries in which it is not allowed to import pit bulls, so before planning your trip, you need to make sure that you will be allowed in with your dog. American bull terriers are very fond of chewing almost everything that comes their way. Therefore, there are frequent cases when dogs of this breed spoil the things, furniture and shoes of the owners, simply gnawing it. In order to prevent this, you need to stock up on a sufficient number of chewable toys. Pit bulls are a breed of dogs for those who are ready and willing to spend the lion's share of their precious time raising them as small children. Pros and cons of pit bulls. Pros of owning a pit bull. Pit bull, short-haired dog, which means that the care for it is minimal. It does not need to be combed out and washed for a long time. In feeding, he is also not picky. His daily diet is fairly simple, without any culinary delights. Due to their intelligence and natural fighting qualities, pit bulls are easily trainable. The dog quickly becomes a loyal friend and protector for the whole family. He is a very active and cheerful dog, and communication with him brings only positive emotions. Dogs of this breed are not prone to soreness. The pit bull will be your great addition. If you are an intelligent and strong-minded person, then this is the breed for you. Cons of owning a pit bull. A pit bull is a dog that needs to be really dealt with and for which you need to spend a lot of time in order for him to become a real assistant. If you are not an experienced dog breeder, then, most likely, you do not need to have a dog of this breed. Without proper education, a dog can become a real problem, since by nature it has aggressiveness and hunting instincts. She needs constant attention and long walks with significant physical exertion. Not receiving proper attention and stress, the dog can become uncontrollable. From a lack of attention, an animal can become irritable, and anything can be a source of irritation. The disease inherent in this species is dysplasia of the hip joint, hypothyroidism. Also, dogs of this breed suffer from cardiovascular diseases such as aortic stenosis. Pit bull care. Pit bulls cannot hibernate outside. Short coats do not provide them with adequate heating. Therefore, keeping these dogs in the yard is excluded. In winter weather, animals have time to freeze during a walk. Therefore, this breed is adapted only for living in a house or apartment. Moreover, its small size allows you to do this. Pit bull care is not difficult. Brush your dog once a week. After walking outside, wipe the wool with a damp cloth. There is no need to bathe dogs often, as they become dirty, but preferably not more often than 1 time in 2 months. The ideal option would be to swim once every 6 months. In this case, the pit bull's coat will be healthy and silky. An important fact, the condition of the dog's ears should be monitored regularly. In case of contamination, clean the auricles with a cotton swab. At the first sign of inflammation, you should immediately contact your veterinarian. It is recommended that dogs brush their teeth to prevent plaque buildup. The claws should be cut, if necessary, so that the grown ones do not cut into the paw pads. Usually in dogs, which are often taken out for a walk, the nails are grinded on their own. The pit bull's eyes should also be examined regularly. They must be dry and free of acid. Dogs tend to be overweight, so it is necessary to strictly control the diet and amount of food of the animal. Being overweight leads to various diseases. To maintain the optimal weight, the dog must receive the necessary physical activity on a regular basis. The owner should not be lazy and walk a lot with his pet in the fresh air. Moreover, pit bulls love active games. Pit bulls, like most other purebred dogs, are prone to allergic reactions, which means that future owners should think about how to eliminate allergens in advance. As soon as the owner has a puppy, he will immediately have to decide whether the dog will eat natural food or specialized feed. In the case of natural food, it means a balanced food containing essential nutrients. Eating scraps from the table does not mean feeding her natural food. Natural food is porridge with meat and, preferably, herbs. When purchasing a puppy, you need to immediately clarify what he was fed and what should be fed in the future. If the puppy has not eaten anything except mother's milk, then a little cow's milk can be added to its diet. It is not advisable to feed your American Pit Bull Terrier puppy food high in vegetable fats. Therefore, sour cream, butter, milk should be minimized. But sweets in any of their manifestations must be strictly excluded and flour products must not be allowed in the diet. The rest of the breed is not picky about food. You just need to make sure that the puppy does not overeat or starve so that he does not eat too hot or, on the contrary, too cold food. Only the owner can feed the pit bull, in which case the dog will understand who cares for her and get used to him. Diseases and health problems. The American Pit Bull Terrier lives on average 10 to 15 years. The main problems with his health are actinokeratosis, solar keratosis, allergies, bloating, cancer, cataracts, congenital heart defects, in particular subaortic stenosis, ligament rupture, cutaneous hemangiomas, cutaneous histiocytoma, hip dysplasia, hypothyroidism and disease Willebrand. The pit bull is a fairly healthy dog, but it still requires attention and prevention. In order to avoid a number of diseases, hygienic care of the animal is necessary, vaccination and regular examinations by a veterinarian are required. As soon as the slightest sign of any disease appears, it is imperative to consult a doctor and immediately eliminate it. Although the pit bull is not a painful dog breed, some diseases are inherent in them. Namely, allergic reactions, joint problems, dysplasia, hypothyroidism. This series of diseases occurs in all large dog breeds. The most common causes of their occurrence are malnutrition and genetic inheritance. Dysplasia makes it difficult for a dog to get up from the ground on its paws and climb stairs. In order to prevent this from happening, you need to monitor your diet and avoid overeating and excessive physical exertion. If the disease still begins to manifest itself, then you must immediately contact your veterinarian. Hypothyroidism is a violation of the thyroid gland, which is practically not detectable. The only signs are rapid fatigue and decreased mental capacity. The disease develops for a long time and slowly. Its distinctive feature is the rapid weight gain in the dog, so if you notice this, you need to consult a specialist. Over time, the signs of fatigue become more pronounced. Shortness of breath, palpitations appear, and seizures may even appear. For the treatment of this ailment, I most often use surgery. A number of other diseases may also occur, but these are isolated cases and are extremely rare. Pit bull. The price and how to buy it correctly. Before buying a pit bull puppy, you should decide whether you need a puppy with a pedigree or not. The pedigree is the guarantor of the breed. That is, purchasing a puppy with a pedigree, you can be sure that the dog will meet all the necessary standards both externally and temperament. But a really reliable pedigree can only be given by a nursery that breeds pit bulls. Therefore, if you need a puppy with a pedigree, then you should buy it only in the nursery. In the nursery, breeders, according to all the rules, select such pairs of pit bulls so that their offspring are of high quality. The main thing is that they competently monitor the development and growth of dogs. The price of puppies from a pet will be significantly higher than the market price, but the owner can be confident in his pet. Buying a pit bull is a huge risk of getting an uncontrollable aggressive dog as a result. However, not all pedigree pit bull puppies will necessarily grow up as elite dogs. It will be possible to find out whether a dog was born good quality only in a couple of years when it will win awards and medals. As a rule, a puppy with a pedigree costs about $400. A pit bull puppy without documents can be purchased at a lower price from $100 to $300. When purchasing a pit bull puppy, it should be understood that what kind of dog grows up depends primarily on the owner himself. A pit bull will become well-mannered and obedient only on condition of high-quality education. The owner will have to spend a lot of effort on raising the pet. The pit bull is a dog breed with a long history. Initially, the breed was bred to participate in dog fights, but over time, breeders were able to curb the hot temperament and willful disposition of the dogs. Today the pit bull has become a good companion for the owner. The American Bull Terrier is popular for its tenacity, cheerfulness, friendliness, playfulness and self-sacrifice to the owner.